Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. This is Hero Lostg here, and today I'm going to show you guys a profile that I've been wanting to do for a really long time now. This is my Mathmech deck profile. I've been wanting to make a profile on this deck, and yeah, I kind of got the proxies because I really can't wait to get everything for this deck. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys what I am currently playing. Keep in mind that some cards are proxies because I don't have them in real life. But yeah. Anyways, without further ado, we're going to get started with our 3 copies of Nabla. Nabla is really good in this deck, actually. It's actually one of the best cards in the entire deck. This thing, when you basically gets you a Mathmech on board, which is actually pretty good. And it helps a lot with the deck overall. And it's just really good. And yeah. There's actually a 2-card combo that I'm going to show you guys with this card, and yeah, involving this card, and yeah, I'm going to show you guys two two-card combos that you can do with this deck. And yeah, this is the main thing, and you're going to see why this thing is very good at 3. Next, 3 copies of our Mathmech Sigma. Okay, so Mathmech Sigma, basically this thing specials from hand if you have no monsters in the extra monster zone. Basically, this is a really nice tuner, and it also banishes itself when it leaves the field, which is a downside, but it's still really nice because you can easily special summon it, and it can also be treated as a non-tuner for a synchro summon. So yeah, it's really nice. That effect is really nice and does come in handy a lot of times. Then the newest Mathmech, triple diameter. Diameter just came out in Rise of the Duelist. These are proxies, of course. Came out in Rise of the Duelist. I haven't gotten my copies of it yet. So yeah, Mathmech diameter. What this thing does is that when it's normal, I can get a Mathmech from the grave and special summon it, but its effects are negated. And it also brings more negates into Mathmech, since when it's used as synchro or exist material, then it makes it so the Mathmech gains another effect that once per turn, when a card effect is activated, you can negate. Yep. When your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can negate and destroy. You can negate and destroy, which is really nice. Then triple copies of Addition. This is a card I originally just played 2, but I saw that 3 was really good in this deck, since you do need it, and this thing comes in handy since it gives your monsters 1,000 attack, and while special summoning itself. So basically, let's say you have like Nabla and Addition in your hand. You can just normal summon Nabla, then effective Addition targeting Nabla, and yeah, you guys are going to see the combo later on. It's pretty bread and butter, and it's standard in this deck, and I just like the card a lot. Yeah. So that's it. This one is the proxy, by the way. Next. 2 subtraction. Subtraction, I'm just playing 2 copies because, I mean, it does make your monsters weaker, but I don't really want to clog up my hand with this card as much. And yeah, it does clog you up sometimes, but if you do open up these 3 up, yeah. It does clog your hand up, but if you open right, then you can actually make it work. And yeah. In the combo, it does come in handy. Then, 3 copies of Multiplication. Multiplication is one of the best Mathmechs in the deck. Basically, when it's once per turn, you can target a level 4 Cyberus monster you control. Its level becomes 8. And yeah, so it basically multiplies the level, if you want to think of it like that. And this card also makes your monster's attack doubled. A Cyberus monster in the extra deck's attack doubled. Sorry, extra monster zone. So yeah, this card is really good, and it helps you go through your synchros. It's a level 4. Most of these are level 4, so you can make rank 4 plays and level 8 synchro plays. All right, next one, multiple division. I've been considering playing this card at 2, but I don't really like it at 2 as much, since this card, it's useful, yes, but it doesn't really come in handy. But it does really good, and it was actually literally diameter before being diameter, and you can actually special summon at level 3 each from the hand or grave, which yeah, makes you, like, for example, if you have, let's say, your, a link monster in the extra monster zone, then I'm going to just use my mock narrator for this. Then, yeah, you can distribute it and special summon any Mathmechs in hand or grave. And this effect is really good. But you also play it because there's the effect where it has the attack of a monster, so it helps you with your OTKs a lot of the time. Next up, that's it for Mathmech. Next up, 3 Balanced Lord. This card is amazing. I mean, it gives you another normal summon, and yeah, this card is just searchable, just like every Mathmech. This thing gives you another normal summon, so if you open it up with Nabla, you can basically replicate one of the combos I'm going to show you guys later on in the video. And it's really useful. Next, we have 3 copies of Parallel Exceed. This thing has done wonders in my deck. I'm gonna show you guys a combo involving itself and any Mathmech. This thing it serves as an extender, and it's a free rank 4. It's amazing. I just love it in this deck since rank 4s predominate the extra deck, and yeah, along with level 8 and 12 synchros, mostly level 8 though. So yeah, this card comes in handy a lot. Next, oh yeah, and it also turns itself into level 4, so don't let the level 8 fool you. Next we have 2 copies of my Kaiju as my final monster. You can play Ash, not instead of this, but instead of one of the cards I'm going to show you guys later. But yeah, a Kaiju, it just works, and as removal, and also makes it so that you have a monster that you can beat with Final Sigma, and yeah, you guys are the boss monster, which basically does double battle damage, and it's unaffected. It's kind of for towers, and yeah, and it's only affected by Mathmech cards, which is really good. So yeah, so yeah, it helps against your mirror match if it does come up. That's it for monster lineup. I know I'm playing very monster heavy, but that's how I play my deck. Alright, for the spells, I'm running 1 Called by the Grave. This helps against hand traps or any interruption that goes to the grave, like Ghost Spell or anything like that. This helps. Then 3 copies of Cynet Mining. This got a reprint recently, so it's cheaper. Yeah, basically this is the main card you'd use to search your Mathmechs, and it's really good since you can just, like, if you open up Bricky, you can just go Cynet Mining, and you're gonna get the good stuff into your hand. This thing is really good, and I love it. Next, 2 Offer Monster Reborn, Mathmech Equation. Basically, this one makes it so you can target 1 Mathmech monster in the grave, special summon it, and it gains 1000 attack until the end of the turn, and it's hard once per turn. And it does help with your comebacks and stuff. Alright, and here you can play, and then finally for the last spells, 3 Billion Blade Nayuta. This card is really good. It's pretty good since you can equip it to any Cybers, and basically when it battles an opponent's monster, you can send a Mathmech, and it gains the attack of that Mathmech. And most of the Mathmech graveyard effects activate at that time, which are really good. So yeah, this thing is really good, and also when it's destroyed, you can get a Mathmech card to your hand, which is really handy. Or if it leaves the field, literally, in the spell and trap zone, which is really nice. That's it for the spells. For the traps, 2 Super Fac. Super Factorial helps you go into one of the best monsters in the extra deck, which is our Primathmech Alembertian. And yeah, basically shuffles back your materials if you need it for a Synchro Summon, and basically makes you go into a free rank 4, which is really nice. And yeah, this card has done wonders for me. Alright, that's it for the main deck. For the extra deck, I am running, alright, let's see. For the extra deck, I'm running 2 Final Sigmas. This is the big boss monster. I love him a lot. I actually do own another copy of him, but yeah, that had a really fatal fate. I'm gonna show you guys right now. I couldn't really find the other Final Sigma, but yeah, got bitten by my dog. Anyways, this is the boss monster, and I like him a lot. Basically what he does is that it's unaffected by card effects while in the extra monster zone, which is where you usually want to place him. And basically any battle damage it does is doubled, and yeah, and it's only affected by Mathmech cards. And when it's stripped a battle or card effect, or it leaves the field, by an opponent's card effect, you can add a Mathmech card. This is literally another searcher for the deck. Next up, we have copies of Geomathmic Magma. This thing is useful. It's a Synchro 8 that you can go into. Oh yeah, this is Synchro 12. Yeah. This is a level 8 Synchro. And yeah, basically, when it destroys a monster by battle, basically a card by battle, a monster by battle, you can target up to two cards on the field, destroy them. It's removal. Like for example, if you need to get rid of back row, just swing at any opponent's monsters. This has 2,500 and this has 3,000. So yeah, they're pretty beefy. They can beat over stuff, and especially if you kaiju, this helps a lot. And this one, when it has kind of the same effect as Final Sigma, it's not unaffected though. And then when it's destroyed by battle card effect, you can search a Mathmech spell or trap, and you have a lot of the ones you can search, and it's just beautiful. I like him. Next, 2 Stardust Spark Dragon. I was originally playing 1 Stardust and 2 Stardust Spark, and I really like Stardust Spark since it makes it so that one of your monsters cannot be destroyed by battle card effect once, and it's a Synchro 8, which can be made really easily in this deck. And I also love Stardust Dragon, and yeah, I decided to get this as my generic level 8 Synchro. Yeah, it's really good. But you can play Abyss Dweller or Tornado Dragon in one of these guys' place. Next, we have 2 copies of our Alembertian. It's a proxy. I don't $20. This thing's not cheap for those budget players. But yeah, 2 copies of him. I like him a lot. Basically, this is rank 4. It's the main searcher, and yeah, you can detach. Alright, let me read its effect real quick. You can trade 1 monster, special summon 1 level 4 Mathmech, and from your hand to grave. And if it's a Xyz summon, you can detach up to 4 materials from this card, then activate the following effects. You can search a level 4, or you can add, if you detach 2, you search a Mathmech card. If you detach 3, you add a level 4. If you detach 4, you add a spell and trap, which is really nice since you can search the monster reborn off of it. And if you want to add it, of course, if you want to play Monster Reborn, then go on ahead. Yeah, this thing is really nice, and also it's really easy to go into, and I'm going to show you guys the 2-card combo involving this guy. It's very good. 1 Firewall, 1 Primathmech Alembertian. This card is really good. Basically, you make it with the trap. Usually want to go into it with the trap. So yeah, what it does is that basically it's if a Mathmech card would be destroyed by a card effect, you can detach 1 material instead. The cards you would be destroyed by battle card effect, and of course, basically you can detach 3 materials and rip a card out of your opponent's hand, send a spell, and also send a monster. It doesn't destroy, so this can get rid of Dragoon. Like, it's really good. It's non-targeting removal, and it helps a lot. And yeah, its effects are hard once per turn, so that's why I played just 1 copy. And it's not really easy to make this. It requires 3 level 4, so that's why I make it with the trap. Alright, next up, I'm running 1 Firewall Exceed Dragon. This is a rank 4 I can go into. You can replace him with what is this called? Abyss Dweller or Tornado Dragon or Castel even. Heck, it all works. So yeah, basically what this thing does is that gains 500 attack times the total link rating link monsters linked to this card, and then you can detach to special summon a link 4 Cyber's Link in the grave. It doesn't really come up, and yeah, you can't really special summon other monsters or attack directly, which is doesn't really matter. But yeah, it's a really nice rank 4 to go into, but you can cut him. He's not necessary. Alright, so next, For more cards, now here comes the Link monsters. One Link Disciple, one Link Devotee. You can make these two really easily, and this guy gets you tokens when it leaves the field. But you can special summon Link 3 or higher. If the Link card is distributed, you can get tokens. And Link Disciple is just really easy to make. And you can basically tribute a monster this thing points to draw a card. So yeah, basically if you have a Link Disciple and below it Link Devotee, you can distribute the Devotee, draw one, and then you can easily special summon a couple of tokens off of Devotee, which is really nice and usually the play you want to go for. Next, I am playing one copy of Cyber's Wicked. Cyber's Wicked searches your tuners. Basically, it's really easy to make since you make it with two Cybers. Can all be stripped of battle card effects. And in the cards, Cyber's monster, this card points to cannot be stripped of battle. But card effects, sorry. If a monster is special summoned, and if you special summon a monster to when it points to, you can search a tuner. So you can banish a Cybers in the grave to search a Cybers tuner, which does come in handy, and it's a hard once per turn, but it still works. Next, I am running one Decode Talker. This is my Link 3 to go into. This one provides a form of negation, and it also gets beefy. So yeah, if you want to go for your Link plays, then yeah, Decode Talker, play him. Yeah, and it also tributes a monster to negate any card that targets a card you control. So, wait. So yeah, it can basically negate anything your opponent throws at you, basically. Like, the targets, you can get, I mean, it's really useful. It's handy. Finally, for my final Link 4, Apollosa. This thing brings negation into the deck, which is really nice. And, yeah, you can run more Link monsters, like Access Code in the place of Stardust Spark. But yeah, I really like these guys. And yeah, Apollosa helps a lot in the deck. And yeah, she basically gets many negates. And while the only big disadvantage is that you can bring it back with Access Code, with Fireball Exceed, since it is a fairy type. But yeah, it still works well for the deck since you do want those negates. Alright, so that's it for the profile. Now, here, let's go to the first two card combo, sorry. First one involves Nabla or addition or subtraction. You can choose, I'm going to choose addition. If you open up addition or subtraction, or sigma even, yeah. This is the most basic one of them. This one, place 3 beer, by the way. So yeah, you want to start off by normal summoning the Nabla, then using the effect of addition to give it 1,000 as special summon. Then you use Nabla's effect, tributing the addition, and then you will special summon from your deck a Mathmech multiplication. Then Mathmech multiplication's effect, it becomes level 8. You synchro summon with these two. This is a tuner and this is a non-tuner into your final sigma. Okay. You go into your final sigma, which should be here. There you go. And yeah, here. So yeah, basically use the effect of multiplication chain link 1, and then Nabla as chain link 2. So Nabla makes it so that it can attack up to 2 monsters each. It can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase this turn. And multiplication doubles its attack. So yeah, final sigma is at 6,000, unaffected, and yeah, here you can just OTK. Well, that's the first combo. It's pretty simple, and yeah, pretty self-intuitive. Then here's a combo I recently discovered. Oh my god, here a second. Alright, so I'm done handling that. Let's get on to the second combo. And this is the last one, and you need 2 cards. Literally 2 cards. Any Mathmech plus Parallel Exceed. No, in any cyber, any level 4 cybers plus Parallel Exceed gets you this combo. So we're gonna choose Balance Lord and Parallel Exceed. So yeah. So what you do here is you let me just set it up here so you guys can see. So you normal summon. Oh god, just give me a second. I gotta put this a bit farther. Alright, so you normal summon the Balance Lord, then link it off for a Link Disciple. Then you activate Parallel Exceeds effect to special summon, and then Parallel Exceeds effect allows you to special summon another copy of itself, and it becomes level 4. Yep. So then you XZ summon into your, with these two level 4s, into your Alembertian. Then you use Alembertian's effect to detach 2 materials to add a Mathmech from the deck to the hand. So the Mathmech you're going to add is you're gonna add Nabla. Then you use the effect of Alembertian. You contribute itself or the Link Disciple. It doesn't really matter. In this case I'm gonna attribute itself to special summon the Mathmech Nabla in hand. So Mathmech Nabla's effect will tribute the Link Disciple, or you can tribute Alembertian, doesn't really matter. To special summon the Mathmech Multiplication. Then Mathmech Multiplication's effect, when you get special, yeah, you can just turn into level 8, Synchro Summon into your Geomathmic Final Sigma. There you go. And you still do get the same board, multiplication. So you go chain link 1, multiplication, and chain link 2 Nabla, and boom, there you go. And if you do want to play again around, play through many hand traps like Ash, you can add a code buy. You can just code buy the Ash if you open it up. Yeah, unfortunately it's at 1, so you can't really open it up. Or you can just, for the meme, search it with the Primathmech. Oh yeah, you can also run Ciphering Gear Gamma as and Driver, as they do bring you a level 8. So you can just add a Gamma the Ash. No way, you can't. Never mind. But yeah, if you get hand trapped, like you go like Cynet Mining and then you get drolled, boom, you just drop the Gamma, and boom. So yeah, that's it, guys, for the deck. Most of the plays with this deck are intuitive, and you can make them on your own if you want to. See, this deck has a lot of experimental. It's really, you can experiment a lot with it. This deck, it's a toolbox. It's a really good toolbox deck. The only thing is, now if Nabla gets hand trapped, most of your plays go over. But if you actually manage to get like a tuner and multiplication on the board, you're good to go. And there's many other combos involving Mathmechs, you just need to discover them. But I will be actually uploading replays with this deck soon enough, and well, so you guys can see what this deck can do. So yeah, guys, that was it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for the channel for more deck profiles, content, live streams even, and everything. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Elemental Hero Lostg out. Peace.